Hey friends, welcome back to another story time. This one is kind of the child classics, I like to call them. We're going to be reading Llama Llama Red Pajama, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, Where the Wild Things Are, as well as Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. So why don't we begin? Let's do Llama Llama Red Pajama first, okay? So, friends, what is the front of this book called? The front cover, and the back of the book called is the back of the book is called the back cover. This thing that holds the book together is called the spine. Let's go. Llama Llama Red Pajama by Anna Dewdney. Llama Llama Red Pajama reads a story with his mama. What story do you think they're reading? Mama kisses baby's hair. Mama Llama goes downstairs. Llama Llama Red Pajama feels alone without his mama. Baby Llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama Llama Red Pajama calls down to his llama mama. Mama says she'll be up soon. Baby Llama hums a tune. Llama Llama Red Pajama waiting for his mama. Mama isn't coming yet. Baby Llama starts to fret. Oh, we almost skipped a page there. There we go. Llama Llama Red Pajama whimpers softly for his mama. Mama Llama hears the phone. Hello, hello? Baby Llama starts to moan. Llama Llama Red Pajama listens quiet for his mama. What is Mama Llama doing? Baby Llama starts boo-hooing. Llama Llama Red Pajama hollers loudly for his mama. Baby Llama stomps and pouts. Baby Llama jumps and shouts. Llama Llama Red Pajama in the dark without his mama. Eyes wide open, covers drawn. What if Mama Llama's gone? Llama Llama Red Pajama weeping, wailing for his mama. Will his mama ever come? Mama Llama, run, run, run. Oh my gosh, and do you think she's running? It looks like she's running. To Baby Llama. Baby Llama, what a tizzy. Sometimes Mama's very busy. Please stop all this llama drama and be patient for your mama. Little llama, don't you know, Mama Llama loves you so. Mama Llama's always near, even if she's not right here. Llama Llama Red Pajama gets 2 kisses from his mama. Snuggles pillow, soft and deep. Baby Llama goes to sleep. All right, my friends, the next one we have is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Let me actually switch to this hand. It might be a little easier when we turn the pages, okay? All right. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. It's kind of dramatic, don't you think, friends? These pages are so hard to turn. All right. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibbon let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I'd left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyle was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream falls apart off the cone. The ice cream falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby, and... What do you think he's going to say next? And... Man, friends, Miss Belle is having some trouble with the pages today. And... While I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and for fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. Uh-oh. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. I think Alexander needs to take a chill. He needs to relax, right? He needs to relax. Take a deep breath, right? Smell the roses and blow bubbles. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. We're almost at the end of the book. Do you think his day gets a little better? There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nook took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. Okay. The next book we have is Where the Wild Things Are. Okay. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. You see the forest growing? And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. How scary. Do you think Max was scared, friends? Let's see. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Look at them dancing. They're having a great time. Super late. The moon's already out. They're dancing, they're probably singing, being wild things. What are they doing here? What do you think they're doing, friends? Looks like they're probably hanging from trees. Because that's what wild things do, right? And another one, what are they doing here? Do you think they are maybe having a parade with the king of the wild things, with Max? "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Can you wave goodbye to the wild things, friends? And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. All right, and then the last book of our session today is Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. Look at all the different color shoes that are hanging up. Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. Put this down a little bit for us. That might be a little easier. Pete the cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Pete loved his white shoes so much, he sang this song. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoes? What color are strawberries, friends? Red. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Everything is cool. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did it turn his shoes? What do you think, friends? Do you have a guess? Let's see if you're right. Blue. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He thinks, awesome. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did it turn his shoes? Brown. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He's thinking, groovy. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a bucket of water and all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? Do you remember what color his shoes were in the very, very beginning? White. But now they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He's thinking rock and roll. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. The moral of Pete's story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song. Because it's all good. Look, he took off his little shoes now that he's home. And then, friends, we say the end. All right, you guys, that is the end of this storytime session. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy.